find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So Texas's offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader that can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
There he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get every...
Going to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has found some room on this drive, but the defense trying to stand tall on 3rd and goal. From the gun, the ground game. And they swarm him under.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening run.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Missouri's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a crease. It's Braswell. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The emotions and energy figure to be high all all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to set up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Knowles. Makes his man miss. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space, it's Braswell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to throw, it's Knowles. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind them.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grab behind the line. It's Braswell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Knowles. Finds the tight end. At the 45, on his way. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of it...
Going for the big play. He's got it down outside. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete on the right side. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Braswell. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the move, it's Braswell. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this up. Play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Knowles. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Missouri! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCutcheon. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen.
He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Terry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Knowles. Fires to the right. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo.
Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He fires to the left side.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Snagged in the middle. It's Simon. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll make the grab past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, great head score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able